What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? Live today. Hey, man, I want to talk about how to crush the week. How do you truly go closer to win the impossible game? Like, what are the things you have to do? And sorry, the video looks a little grainy. Let me turn my light on for a minute. All right, we're back. Maybe this is a little bit better. So, how do you truly win the week? Like, what are the things you can do? Like, so many times in life, we are going in all these different directions, but what do you do? So on Sunday nights, I literally set up and I try to get a singular focus, right? Because in this world we live in with TikTok videos, with things going up and down and back and forth, and we're just scrolling through things really fast, our mind is spinning a mile a minute. So what strategies can you do? Like, how do you truly focus on? So I've had coaches from Garrett J. White to Richie Dolans to Grant Cardone's. What do successful people do? Successful people can focus on one thing. Like if you've never read the book on the one thing, I can't remember the author, but it's the one thing. And so what I do every Sunday night at 10 and 11 o'clock at night before I set up my week, I sit down my goals and I create a thing called the door. And the door stands for the door of opportunity, right? A door, how can you open a new door to go crush what you want? Like what is the door? And within that door, the project I want to get done that week, not 10,000 things. Like what is the one thing you need to accomplish in the week to push you closer towards your goals? Whether it's in your body life, whether it's in your family or balance, as I call it, whether it's in your business life, or whether it's in your being through Christ. Like what is the one thing you got to do this week to know that you won the week? And so then what I do is I set things up and I set agendas every single day. And within the door, whatever that door might be, whatever door of opportunity I want to open, whether it's closing a new business deal or whether it's investing in a property or whether it's literally working out, doing 100 miles on a bike, whatever that is, right? I create that door. And within those doors, I create the 4 steps, which are the 4 keys. There are 4 keys that will ultimately unlock your door for the week that will ultimately determine your success. And then I do 4 things every single day. That's all I do. 4 things in my body, 1 thing in my body, 1 thing in my business, 1 thing in my balanced life, and 1 thing in my being, which is my Christ life. I do those 4 things every single day to get you closer to the end product. So when you set a target, or people call them goals, it's got to be a singular focus, right? It's got to be a singular focus of what it is that you want to accomplish in that week. I call it a door. Some people call it a focus. Richie Dolan today calls it a singular focus. So what is it that you have to focus on? And you must know what to focus on. How does it jive with you? How does it complement your gifts that you have? Like, so the one thing you're focusing on when you're doing it, how does it complement you? How does it make you better? How is it going to push you towards the finish line? How is it going to make you grow? Right? There's 4 things you need. You need to know what is the singular focus that you're going to focus on, and how does it complement your gift? Number 2, how do you experience? How does this experience with you? How can it be successive? Right? How do you build up on it? So how do you get a singular focus? How can it be successive? How can it be sequential in order? How do you go from A to B to Z? Right? And then ultimately, how do you have the symphony? And we've all had it where life was flowing really good. It creates this nice little symphony. Symphony. Just perfect orchestra. You've had those days where everything just flows, those weeks where everything just flows. Right? So when you are thinking of what is it that I need to do, ask yourself this question. What is it that I want to win at the end of the week? Just pick one thing. Pick the one thing and have a singular focus. Because what you're wanting to do right now, everything's divergent, right? We think of so many different things and everything is just so divergent in life. It's like, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do this. And your mind's scattering a mile a minute. Before you had it said and done, you're just the hamster on the hamster wheel that really pushed everything away. Like you got so chaotic that everything went divergent. But it's when your concentration, as Richie says, becomes the conversion. When you can focus, so laser focus on getting one thing done that it sets you up for success, that's when things converge together and you become great. So if you're struggling on what to do, first of all, I'm going to ask you, did you even plan? Did you even write down what it is that you needed to accomplish this week? Just one thing. Pick one thing in your body. Pick one thing in your being, who you are, your mindset, if you will. If you don't believe in Christ, think of a mindset. Think of one thing in your business. And think of one thing in your family or personal life that you must accomplish every day and stay laser focused. And when you build those weeks and they compound and they work synergistically together and you're going sequential order and you start knocking them down, that's where the confidence is going to lie. It wasn't until I got laser focused on what I want that things started to happen in my life. And if you look at your life, where it's at right now, when you're not focused, what happens? When you're not, I've talked about facts, feelings, relevant focus to produce a fruit. So many times people waste energy on irrelevant stuff. So they bombard their day and they get nothing done. So it's irrelevant focus. Maybe it's watching YouTube videos. Maybe it's looking at TikTok. Maybe it's looking at something else when you should be engaged with your wife or your children. Maybe it's not focusing on really moving your business forward because you're focusing on what the game was last night. I don't know. That's irrelevant focus. But when you can have singular focus that's relevant to get you closer to your goals, that's when you're going to dominate. Man, I would love to show you this framework. It's just a framework. It's something I do every single day to get me closer to where I want to go. It's when you can focus every single day to be the best version of yourself. That's when you're going to dominate the thing in life. So I had to jump on here. I know it's a Monday evening. Everyone can do other things. I had to jump on here to say, look, how powerful would you be? How powerful would you be? And how attention to detail could you be if you just focus on one thing? One thing. And I know we want it all. I know we want to hit home runs. I get all that. But you can't hit a home run until you know what first base is like, second base is like, third base is like, and home is. So the takeaway from this whole video is your singular focus. If it jives with your gifts, if you can experience what it means like to build up successively, if you can literally experience what it feels like to be sequential in order and then ultimately have that symphony, that's where the magic lies. If you're struggling in any way, how to set your door up, if you will, how to get the 4 keys, like how do I do that? Guys, I have a system and process that I want to coach and mentor you. I have systems and process that I put in every single day, how I really crush this thing and how I try to be the best version of myself every single day, whether it's in my business life, whether it's a relationship with God, whether it's in my family life, or whether it's in literally just my body. Every single day. My body being balanced in business. 4 pillars, 4 things you must master. And if you can focus on the singular focus and you want to do that, go ahead and click the link, DM me, reach out to me, and I would love to coach and mentor you to be the best version of yourself. Hey guys, short message. Hope it helps. Remember, focus on one thing this week, just one thing in all 4 aspects. Your body being balanced in business that you must accomplish, that you will accomplish. Don't make it an interest anymore. Stay committed and you'll reach great results. Hope this helps. Have a great day.